team, what's up? We're just out here with Sean from Egg Barns, and today a hot topic for a lot of us out there that are farming middle of summer, and we've been getting quite a few questions on social media around heat stress and how it's sort of making our milk fluctuate. Quite a few of you guys don't realise that it's actually having an effect on the cows. A lot of you guys are aware of it, but look, the important thing that I want you guys to take out of this is the fact that we're here and we're reading the comments 24/7. So if you guys do have some in-depth questions that you want answers to, feel free to just chuck them in the comments box below as we follow on through this little corridor. So Sean, awesome to catch up again, mate. It's always a bit of a, I think it gets easier and easier to see you in this COVID world.
Yeah, hopefully it keeps getting easier.
Yeah, and I hear that you had 2 breakfasts this morning.
Yeah, that's right. 2 breakfasts and an RAT test. There you go.
Well, you better stay away the hell over there then. So unfortunately our cows don't just have the luxury of hitting the remote and flicking on the old aircon.
Yeah, dropping it to 18 degrees.
Yeah, and getting a bit of shut-eye. How does the heat affect the cows? Like for me as a farmer, just like you guys out there, you know, it's we look forward to these beautiful hot days. It means that we can go out and spray some weeds and top and do some fencing and all that sort of stuff. But what we do notice if you're out there dairy farming is a bit of a blip in the milk. Is it, like a lot of people, you know, they say that it's from the grass or from the heat, or how does heat stress affect the cows?
Yeah, well, it affects the cows in 2 ways. It affects them directly, just via the temperature and the humidity, but it also affects the grass. So you've got the cows, obviously, they're sweating more, they're panting, trying to keep themselves cool, so they're drinking more,
so
obviously.
So they do, cows sweat, do they?
Yep.
Yeah, right.
No, definitely, yep. It's all part of the process. So they're, basically their whole metabolism increases to try and cool themselves down, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so that's part of why their milk drops. So their, what you call maintenance energy requirements go up. So the energy required for them just to function, not even to make milk or walk or anything, just to function, that increases. So that's why your milk drops, basically.
So what you're saying is, just so I can understand as well as everybody else, is that cows consume food, they get energy from it, and during hot periods like right now, it's hot and humid right now, they use more of that energy that they consume to keep cool, opposed to putting it into milk if they were already cool. Yep,
that's exactly right. So just like, in the middle of winter, you go and feed the cows and you're feeding them as much as you can, and they're still losing weight and they're all huddling in the corner and they're cold, you know that they're burning a lot of energy trying to keep themselves warm.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same when it's really hot.
Vice versa.
Yep, they're trying to keep themselves cool, they're trying to keep their body temperatures within a certain range, and that costs energy. And of course the flow-on effect of that is it drops their appetite. And so you're getting a double whammy effect. You're getting a drop of energy because they're using more of it, so there's less energy available for milk. Then the appetite is less because of that heat. So,
because I know, it's really hot right now, guys, and I definitely I'm not craving mutton birds and puha or a fat juicy boil up right now. I feel like a ice block or a water. Whereas in the cold, I feel like something fatty to line the old arteries. So when you're saying cows get a bit of heat stroke, at what sort of temperature do they get heat stroke, and what sort of humidity is it?
Which is an excellent question. Like the Dairy NZ data says anything above 21 degrees Celsius, which is actually not that hot. So that's why heat stress can affect cows right throughout New Zealand. A lot of people think, I'm in the south, I'm in Canterbury, whatever, we shouldn't get too much heat stress. Well, anything above 21 degrees they're susceptible. The age-old saying was, heat stress is more of a North Island problem, but not so. So the other side of it is humidity. So the higher the humidity, the more or the higher the effect of heat stress. So humidity above 70 degrees Celsius increases the effective temperature by about roughly 3 degrees Celsius.
So if it was 21 degrees and humidity was around 80-90%, what would would it be still 21 degrees on the cows, or more like 24, 25? Because of humidity.
Basically the effect is high, and so they're going to feel that heat more, or basically their ability to cool themselves down is less, if that makes sense.
Right.
So if you have, say, 25 degrees here versus 25 degrees in the Waikato,
Yeah.
where it's, say, 85% humidity, they're going to feel that heat a lot more in the Waikato, and they're going to struggle to cool themselves down more
Yes.
up there than down here, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of people sort of struggle to understand the difference between temperature from the sun and humidity.
Yeah, well, basically it's like, you land in Fiji or whatever. If you've been overseas to the
Yeah.
islands, you get out of the plane, it like hits
Whoa.
you like a blanket. You know,
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy,
oof.
eh?
And really, all it is moisture. So the higher the humidity, the higher the amount of moisture in the air. And so the higher the moisture load, the more, the greater the effect of that temperature, essentially. So your body, you know that feeling where you almost feel like you instantly sweat when you're in a humid climate.
Yeah.
So it's harder to cool yourself down in that climate because of that high humidity. So
Working.
that's that's basically how it works essentially in the cow as well.
Working. If you guys want to know more, jump on Comment Hub, the HUB, in the comments box. You guys get sent a link where you can jump on over and search for more content like this with Sean from Agvant. So looking forward to next week, mate. We
Cool.
will see you guys there.